So why you feel tired?
Oh, so many work. So
Mm.
many
So
work
much
in the
work.
morning. Yeah.
So much.
So much work. So much work in the hospital.
Yeah.
I must read the film, the chef film.
Yeah.
Maybe near nearly 30 film of
Oh,
them.
that's a lot.
Mm. And and two CT scan, CT brain, CT
Mm.
brain, and two abdominal ultrasonography.
Mm.
Mm.
That's a lot.
So many work.
Okay. Next week we have a break. Okay, no teaching
Huh? Why?
for 2 weeks. Achan is on holiday.
Huh?
It's just me in the temple.
Achan is on holiday. Okay, so 2 weeks
Oh.
no class.
Ajahn Sujan is going to babysit Ajahn Pira until he goes.
Oh. And you, Thank Carl, stay
Oh,
at temple.
I'm I'm gonna be in the temple enjoying seclusion,
Retreat.
retreat. I hope nobody
Oh.
touch me.
When I come
Oh.
back, he's Arahat.
Good,
Only
good.
for
I hope, I hope so. อ้าวอ่าท่านอาจารย์พีระ he he don't have visa เหรอ
He's
ต่อ
going
วี
back.
ซ่า
He's going back to England, and then from there, later on, we'll go back Thailand.
ว้าย อ้าว ท่าน
Okay.
บอกหมอว่า ท่านเจ้าคุณเหลาwill help him for
Yeah,
next visa
he's helping. He's helping.
Do you know Ajahn Chao Kun Lao as well?
I
Listen.
know ท่านเจ้าคุณเหลาcome to the temple to ordain for you that's right
Yes,
เออ
my Upajjaya.
Hmm.
อ๋อ ปัจจยะ
Okay, right. So, who wants to tell a story first?
มีนะ
Okay.
I will tell you about Mrs. Suppiya. She and her husband are the good of attendants for monks. One day she went to the temple and asked for
That was my
the sick monk if the sick monk want something, please tell her. Then there is one sick monk who want who drink the laxative and told her that he wanted boiled meat water. I think can we call meat soup ได้ไหม meat soup. Later on, she told her servant to buy meat from the market, but no meat in the market in that day. So she aware about the sickness of that monk. She afraid that the sickness may progress, and that monk may die. So she decided to cut some meat from herself, cut at her time. After doing that, she ordered her servant to bring the meat soup, bring that soup to that monk. Tomorrow, her husband invited the Buddha to have breakfast at home. The Buddha asked for her and wanted to meet to meet her. But her husband told the Buddha that she was sick. But Buddha told him that please carry her gently to meet Buddha. And when she met the Buddha, the wound was healed. The wound on her thigh was disappeared, and her muscle grew up and full as the normal status, and the skin was brighter than the previous. She can hold the food to give to Buddha. After that, Buddha called for Sangha meeting and asked for the monk who begged for the meat soup. When Buddha knew that this sick monk, did not have food reflection, so he blamed this sick monk and บัญญัติใช้คำว่าอะไรอ่ะบัญญัติภาษาอังกฤษว่าอะไรเจ้าค่ะ
set up
then he set up that there are 10 meats that the monk can't eat. First is human, the second is dog, the third is tiger, the fourth is yellow tiger, and the fifth is leopard, and the sixth is elephant, the seventh is snake, the eighth is horse, and 9 is lion, and the 10 is bear. So, please remember that 10 meat you can't eat.
Sorry?
speak loud
ไม่ได้ยินเหรอ Okay. I told you that there are 10 meats that you can't eat.
Oh, I know. What was the question?
No question. What do you eat, teacher?
chips oh how
I forget. And then Buddha announced she is the foremost in monks attendant.
okay
Yeah.
I can do that to sacrifice my meat. Oh, it looks
Would she
horrible.
attend at any level? Was she attend?
Huh?
Has she attend any fruits?
แปลว่าอะไรอ่ะ
did
Hi,
she attend any like a sotapanna or
yes, I think
When she cut off her leg?
โสตาปันนา
when
เหรอ when
Was it
I don't
before or after she
I
cut
don't
off?
know when, but I think she attends Sotapanna before give her meat. Huh? That's right, teacher. I
I think
remember that.
before she cut she was already
I think
sotapanna.
so. Yes.
She could know others' mind.
So now I don't attend Sotapana, so I can cut my
Does
meat.
she make a steak or curry?
อะไรนะทำแกงเหรอ Only soup, not curry. Only meat soup. I think that monk who baked for meat soup because he was tired from eat laxative. Do you know laxative?
Ascetic, yeah.
No, laxative. ยาถ่ายอะ
Laxative.
laxative.
He was having diarrhea.
That sick monk eat laxative. So he baked her for meat soup.
Because he had no energy.
I think so.
So first, when she was listening the Dhamma, she gained Sotapanna. And after again Sotapanna, she went to visit this monk who was very ill. And then when she asked what she need, I said what he needs, then he said that it would be good to have soup made out of meat. Yeah? And then in ancient India at that time, during the full moons, they do not cut or kill any beings. So there is no selling any meat, and she didn't want to kill any beings. So that
at that moment, no refrigerator. No.
you could have built one.
She could have bacon, or
Bacon. Yes, that's right. Bacon is more delicious. No.
So then after I realized that she could not buy meat, and she has promised to go and offer the monk. So that's why she cut without of a faith, with a faith. She cut her own flesh and made.
Which part?
It's a Thai.
Because of she must observe. She must observe the fourth precept. That's right ใช่ไหมต้องรักษาสัจจะใช่ปะ
Yeah.
Observing สัจจะ
Because she was a Sotapanna, and she said that she will bring tomorrow. That's why when she couldn't buy.
Because she promised.
Okay. Remember, if you promise, need to do it.
Yeah. Why did she make a promise?
She didn't make a promise. She did simply said, tomorrow I will bring it for you.
She didn't think it through very well.
I always forget. นี่หมอสัญญาอะไรกับท่านไว้มั่งเนี่ย
นะ
จำไม่ได้นะ
ทำหนังสือเร็วๆ Okay. So any inputs on that?
No. Very extreme.
No. Thank you. That's your turn.
Will I ever? Sorry.
Huh?
Did you ask me?
No, I don't ask you, but I tell you that that's your turn.
My turn. Okay. Khujjuttara. I had a hard time finding because I didn't know how to spell it. But khujjuttara is very interesting story. She is the foremost among the upasikas for learned, being Bahusutta, the highly learned lady. Her story is that uh, she was a servant in the palace at Kosambi, one of the attendants of the queen. I forgot her name. What is her name?
Malika.
Queen Mallika.
Yeah.
Oh, so but Queen Mallika couldn't go to see the Buddha, so she asked her to go and listen and then come back and tell what she heard. And so she had an incredible memory and a very good memory. So when she went to see the Buddha, she managed to memorize all the teachings that he taught, about 500 teachings in total, and managed to come back and teach it so well that all the ladies in waiting and Queen Mallika managed to attain path and fruit. They were Lord Buddha said that by the time they passed away, they were at least Sotapannas, you know. So she was very good at remembering, very good at understanding, and very good at teaching. And she herself became a Sotapanna. Um, and later, Lord Buddha, because of this incredible power of memory and ability to learn, she she was declared as the foremost among the Upasikas for being learned. Actually, the I didn't really know this until I found out was the the It- Ittuwakka, the book in the
Itivuttaka.
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 Itivuttaka of the Khuddaka Nikaya is attributed to what she remembered and recited from the Lord Buddha. Every sutta in the Itivuttaka starts with, it doesn't start with Evam me sutang. It starts with I have, this is what I heard. Let me find that.
Itivuttaka.
Itivuttaka.
Thus have I heard.
This was said by the Lord. Let's see the Pali. Vuttanyhetam bhagavata vutthamarahatati me sutam. Iti contains a lot of very deep teachings, no? They're all very short, and so if Queen Mallika attendants and Khujjuttara could attain path and fruit based on these teachings, they must have been very insightful, very very accomplished.
Okay.
What?
Anything?
Thank you. What level? What level of enlightenment that
I think
Kuchut?
Sotapanna. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sotapanna, yeah. So she was a very good teacher and very good at remembering.
Queen Malika and her servant maybe 500.
Mm.
500
500,
person.
yes. But you know, the 500, is it always like it's always 500 or 1000? It sounds very, does it just mean a lot? Like we say in Sinhalese, like Siyaganang. It's like it doesn't actually mean 100, it means a lot. Or like Dahasganang, Siyaganang.
Hasganang. Thank you.
We use expressions like to say a lot.
Hasganang.
Dahasganang. Dahasganang.
Dahasganang. Dahasganang.
Normally, in those days, and they do not want to have extra, so that's why finishes.
Teacher,
Suppose
teacher,
okay,
I
okay.
can see you.
Suppose there is 11,
Uh-huh.
then they will not say 11, they will say 10.
Oh, okay. So it's rounded down.
Yeah. So but in the same time, if that is 19, they will not say 20. They will say still 10.
Uh-huh. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's easier to remember there was 500 than there was 442.
Yeah.
Or there is 675.
Yeah. So like
Why?
this is how you remember properly. Easy to remember.
Because the number doesn't really matter.
Mm,
What matters is there was a lot.
Yeah. But
It's
same
it's
time,
mean about ใช่ไหมประมาณใช่ป่ะ It's mean
Praman.
about
And then somewhere it suggests that monks were very humble, rather than making more, making less.
Oh.
Yeah, rather than making more, making less. Like the story, the one example I can give you, in a Maga Puja day. And normally we know that there are 1,250 monks gathered, but when we count, it appears 1,255 monks. Yeah? But rather than saying 1,255, simply say 1,250 monks. Easy to remember. Yeah? And at the same time, whenever Buddha was giving a talks, mostly there are many, and always finishes at 50, is it 500? 500. But sometimes you see at the conclusion, he will be saying many people attain sotapannas, many gain faith, and like that, and hundreds of them gain sotapannas, and like that. So that means more than what is said, not less than what is said. Sorry, less, yeah, more than what is said, but normally it says only humbly less rather than many.
It's easy to remember. Oral tradition.
Only few places that you can see saying that doesn't say number, a number and then saying the further. And that moment we have to remember more than that. If there is, in my understanding, if there is only say 500, then that means there are more. But if they say 500 plus, then that there is more. Like in the Patimokkha, in Sutta Pitaka, in a Sutta Pitaka, Patimokkha is 150 plus, doesn't say 150. So say 150 plus. So, and sometimes people take it as 150 only. Actually, no.
It says more than 100.
Yeah, more than 150.
And also, the Patimokkha evolved over time during the Buddha's dispensation.
Yeah,
So it could have been at a point
yeah,
before there were 227.
yeah. Okay, so that's why whenever Buddha is saying or recorded more, and there is a plus, then that means there are more. But in my understanding, whenever there is a fixed number, then that means there are more, few more, maybe 2, 3, or maybe 5 or 10, like that. And sometimes you cannot count everyone. You just presume, like when you have a mass teaching, you're not going to count like nowadays you're counting everyone, or nowadays you have to book for going in. So those days, whoever here is, just they come and listen.
No box office. So they don't have the box office record.
And then in yes, many suttas says that whole villages came. Yeah, whole villages came, and but the number is given 500, like that.
Whole towns.
Yeah, sometimes whole town. So whenever we see numbers, I normally take it as less than what it is there. But if Buddha said number plus, then there are more to come.
I just think that is a lot. There
That
must
is-
have been a lot.
Yeah.
Big crowd.
yeah. Okay.
Because when it's small numbers, it's always clear, like Panchavagya,
Mm.
or like there were 12 monks listening, or 2 monks. something
Teacher,
like that.
teacher, I think about Teva, Deva,
Mm.
Deva who attend after Buddha preached. That
Mm.
they, yeah, right in Tipitaka that อะไรนะ Teva can stay in one point middle point ใช่ไหม
Mm.
เดี๋ยว sorry ท่านคะ I will tell in Thai ที่บอกว่าเทวดาอยู่ได้อะไรนะบนหัวเข็มอะสามารถอยู่ได้ทุกหัวเข็ม ทุกหัวเข็มอะใช่ไหมเจ้าค่ะ อย่างเงี้ยปริมาณของเทวดาที่แอธเทนอะ
Mm.
จะโหก็ยิ่งแบบมหาศาลเนาะ countless ใช่ป่ะ
Mm.
means countless ใช่ไหม
Countless. Mm.
countless
Yeah. Okay. So anything you want to ask on khujjuttara?
khujjuttara is the foremost in learning นะ just like ท่านข่าว I think she's very clever
How she come to contact with Buddhism?
นะ อะไร what
How?
did you say how after she bought the flower in the market ใช่ไหม
What happened?
ก่อน she bought and she always steal the money steal the money when she buy the flower ใช่ปะ
Mm.
ชอบเม้มอ่ะ ชอบเม้มตังค์อ่ะ ชอบเม้มตังค์แต่ but after she attend โสตาปันนะ she can steal the money again so she told Queen Malika that
35.
ใช่ปะ
No. How much she normally get from the king Uddina?
how much
It wasn't a Mallika, sorry, it's a Samavati.
Samavati, yes. Because Mallika was in Kosala.
อ๋อ
right?
Yeah, it's Samavati, not a
สา
Kona.
มาวดี อ๋อ คุชุตรา she is the servant of Queen สามาวดีเหรอ
Yeah.
อ๋อ
How much she normally get from the king to buy a flower?
กหาปณะ
Yeah, how much?
you must ask this question to ท่านข่าว not me
Sorry.
it's not my story
How much?
maybe
Khujjuttara-
5 กหาปณะใช่ป่ะ
Yes. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't look at details. I like
5
to
ก
look-
หาปณะ I think 5 or 500 กหาปณะเนี่ย 5
So she normally gets 8 kahapanas to buy, and every day she bought only 4 kahapanas and keeps 4 kahapanas for herself. And she is like always this way,
Like
crouched.
crouched. No.
Why
Hunchback.
did you remember, teacher?
Yeah.
So she's making some money on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
Very
and then
clever.
and then it happened that one day Buddha was giving a talk in the town, and when she went to buy a flower, she felt that, okay, since I have a little time, I should go and listen the talk. And that's how she went to listen the talk. And then after listening the talk, she felt very sorry that she'd been hiding this four kahapanas every day. Yeah, she
Teacher,
felt.
after she listened that piece, she
Yeah,
attend
yeah.
Sotapana,
She
right?
became Sotapana.
Which one was this?
Huh?
Okay, Dhammapada.
Not sure. Don't remember now. Don't remember. But it's about the doing good things, and then she felt sorry, and she was like cheating and stealing the 4 kahapanas every day. And she was. And after that, she decided to buy all flowers with all money, the 8 kahapanas. And when she came back with the many flowers near to the palace, Samavati saw that, and then she was surprised. And then she told her that, what did I do that the king becomes so pleased and brought so many flowers, offered so many flowers? And what the king said to you? And Khujjuttara said, no, my lady, it wasn't the king. That was me who was always hiding 4 kahapanas, and I bought only 4 kahapanas to you. And now I have realized that this is a bad karma that I have been accumulating. But today, now on, I am not going to do it. I will be honest. And having heard that, then she said, why? Then the Khujjuttara said that, oh, I heard the Buddha's teachings today. And then after that, Samavati gained faith in the Buddha, actually. And she said, oh, even just listening a one Dhamma, one can change a whole life. Then must be good. But she couldn't go because she knew that her second sister, do you remember who's that? King Udain's second wife, the youngest wife, not the second wife, youngest wife.
Magandiya.
Magandiya, yeah. So Magandiya was always causing trouble to the Buddha and his followers. So that Samavati thought that it would not be good to go and see the Buddha by himself, so herself. So she told the Khujjuttara to go and learn from the Buddha and come back and teach. So Samavati became an Sotapanna not by listening the teachings of the Buddha, but by listening what the Khujjuttara said. Khujjuttara was that much qualified to remember and ability to transmit all the teachings. So whenever in the palace, Samavati established the Khujjuttara as a teacher. And see, her job is to go and listen the talk and come back and share. That was her job later.
How I'm just trying to think about how this was related to the first council.
Okay.
After that, she don't have the duty to buy flower again.
Yeah, duty is changed. Actually,
Mm.
first Samavati said that I will pay you, go and listen the talk and come back and share with me, share with all the members in the palace. And Khujjuttara, because she was already Sotapanna, and she said, no, I don't want to get paid for my teachings, the Dhamma. I'm pretty happy to share the Dhamma with you all. Yeah, so that's how she went every day, listen the talk, and comes back. And
And no gain money.
no,
Huh?
she
After
didn't need
that.
any money now.
Mm. Okay.
She was one of the 500 maidens of a Samavati,
Mm.
who was the Samavati was the daughter of a Kosambi. When and Khujjuttara was also working in Kosambi, the millionaire, uh, and then Kosambi also built the temples. When
Kosam.
Kosambi millionaire, and when the Kosambi when the Samavati married with the king Udena, then Kosambi, the millionaire, also gave 500 maidens followed with him, with her, to stay in the palace, and that's how one of them was the Khujjuttara. Uh, but Khujjuttara was special, special in a way because her body is always like I don't know how to call
Hunchback.
hunchback, so that
Oh.
Samavati gave her a very easy job: go and buy
Yeah.
flowers.
But even that,
Hunchback หลังค่อมใช่ปะ
ใช่
Hunchback อืม
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
อ่ารัตดามอืม
Okay, so that's how, and later on she become a teacher of a Samavati and become knowledgeable and taught all the other
Oh, that.
members. So here it suggests even those days lay people can teach too.
อืม
Lay people can teach too, not
Lay
only
Yes.
men, also women. Yeah,
This
taught.
is happening again now.
Yeah.
It's like they teach us.
I have
Really, they
I
teach
have
us.
vipassana teacher
Ah,
she
okay.
she female
So these are the two stories. One is about the suppiya,
Mm.
okay, and the second is Khujjuttara.
Tara.
I think the first
Tara.
lay teacher in modern times was like Anagarika Dhammapala.
He many people say he is, but before that there are some as well. That's not recorded.
This first one who was sort of very famous,
Yeah.
revived Buddhism.
Thanh Khao asked about what
Anagarika Dharmapala.
Analika huh?
Anakharika Dhammapala.
อะไรอ่ะ who
You
is
don't know?
Oh,
I don't know
Okay.
Analika who
he's a hero in Sri Lanka and India as well. Maybe, I don't know. He was an Anagarika, renunciate. He was highly learned in Buddhism and he took on the Anagarika vows. He didn't become a monk because he wanted to move around and teach the Dhamma. And he was an agitator for independence in Sri Lanka. He said that the the sort of British imperialism is savage and is destroying
ท่านเขา
Buddhism.
he's lay person เหรอ
Yeah, he's a layperson. He became an Anagarika.
อ๋อ
And he not fought as in violently, but peacefully preached for freedom and also Buddhist identity. And Buddhism was declining at the time in Sri Lanka, so he helped to revive it. And he worked with the great Henry Steele Olcott from America as well to revive Buddhism. And he built a lot of schools for Buddhists because at the time there was only Christian schools. So if you want to get education, you had to get baptized and convert to Christianity. So that's how they tried to convert people and stop Buddhists from having education. But he helped build schools for, actually Henry Steele Olcott helped, and built a lot of Buddhist colleges. And this is the reason that Buddhism became actually quite, Buddhism spread to the West as well from Sri Lanka because of this, because of highly educated Buddhists and Buddhist monks, and helped set up pirivans for teaching monks. But eventually he was defamed by the media, because the media was run by Christians, so they defamed him, and he became sick of this, and then he went to India to be a wanderer. He lived in a cart that was driven by ox. He lived in the back of the cart. He called it his Vimana. And he went all over India and he started the Mahabodhi Society. And what he did was try to reclaim ancient Buddhist sites because they were converted into Hindu shrines and Buddhists were not allowed to go, like Buddha Gaya, especially Buddha Gaya. He helped to free the Mahabodhi temple and allow Buddhists to become a Buddhist pilgrimage site as well. And he became famous as a lay teacher. So he became, actually, he even came to London and set up the first Buddhist vihara here.
Is he Sri Lanka man?
America.
No. I want to see his picture. Do you have?
It's online.
Do you
Yes.
have his picture?
There are many pictures of him.
Yeah, there's so many statues. There are streets named after him.
Oh, in Sri Lanka นี่นะ
He was born Christian actually.
He was born in Christian family เหรอ
Hey, this is him.
Oh,
This is the famous one.
oh.
I think during later life he did end up ordaining.
Yeah.
Another one of his friends was Anagarik Munindra, who's from Germany, yeah, or Switzerland.
Okay.
He wears the clothes looks like robe.
Yeah, he wore a cloth looked like a monk, and he traveled a lot. So he got support from Madame Blavatsky from Russia to establish and support the activities of a Mahabodhi Society in India. And he traveled UK, Europe, Australia, mainly in India.
And now, is he dead?
Oh, a long time ago.
Almost
Huh?
100
Long?
years.
This is like 100 years ago.
Almost 100 years he died.
Yeah.
But he helped to get the holy places, Buddhist holy places from Hindu capture. Even Mahabodhi Society now, it's governed by two sides, Hindu and then Buddhists, not purely Buddhists. The committee, Mahabodhi Society Committee, it has got two sides,
Also, it's half and half.
half and half, not completely Buddhists, the management. And he established a center in Kushinagar. No, sorry, Saranath.
Mm.
In
สารนาถ
Saranath.
อ๋อ
Saranath. He established there and then fought for the freedom of Buddha Gaya.
อ๋อพุทธคยา
Those
ด้วย
days, Buddha Gaya belongs to Mahantas, the Hindu priests. And that's why if you go to India, in Buddha Gaya, in front of the Buddha statue, there will be a hole where it was Shiva Linga.
อ้าว
And it's still there, and it's every
Oh.
day, still one Hindu priest every day early morning will go and perform his duty. So he will pay respect to that remain whole as a Shiva Linga, and then pay respect. And that Shiva Linga is still there, just outside of the temple. Outside of the Buddha Gaya temple, there is the big kind of a big old mansion where all the Hindu priests lives. Still now they are living there. They perform ceremonies there too, and that Shiva Linga is there.
This is just a saying we have in Sri Lanka. I don't know if it's true, but they say that to Hindus who go to Buddha Gaya, you can go and worship the Buddha as a avatar of Vishnu, but don't look at his face or his eyes. You will lose your faith or something. You will become hypnotized.
So he managed to move the Shiva Linga from the Buddha Gaya temple and establish Buddha Maitreya.
โอ้
Maitreya Buddha statue.
great job
Very nice. That's it.
Okay, so that's how nowadays become a Buddhist pilgrimage site. Before that, it wasn't the Buddhist pilgrimage site.
It's like also most other sites in India as well. He managed to free, no?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a Dhammapala or Dharmapala, Anagarika Dharmapala. Okay,
ธรรมปาละ
so today so this is the suffering, the dukkha that we are learning. Yeah, last we discussed about the aging, why this is aging, and that's why today I gave a khujjuttara as an example of she was old and fragile, and yet she was very corrupted. But after hearing the Dhamma, she gained the Sotapanna and changed her life. That was Marana. Oh, I should have given about Marana. So Marana here, this is what the Buddha said in Satipatthana. Says, if there is a vanishing and a passing away for all kinds of beings in whether kind of existence, in whatever kind of existence, their disintegration and their disappearance, their dying and their death, the completion of their lifespan, the dissolution of the aggregate, the discarding of the body, the destruction of their vitality, they monks is called death. Yeah. So here, death is the extinction of the life principles which has careless operation since the time of the birth in a particular existence. So death. Yeah.
พี่เชอร์อันนี้ไม่ใช่อ่านว่า
The
ceaseless
separations, the time of birth.
So,อะไรนะ
เนี่ย CASELE double S อ่ะ
ceaseless,
ceaseless.
ceaseless
non-stop.
non stop หรอ
Okay. So death is inevitable. It's a death that we have to face the moment when we're born. The moment when we're born, it is also said that we are already in the line to death. Yeah.
So during meditation, right? Like, let's say if one experiences momentary death,
Yeah.
see the vijnana vanish.
Yeah.
Do you think that feels like death in that people get scared and run away from it?
No, that is what happens is called a dispassion arises, and then that scares. When you have that scare feelings or scare understanding, that moment, if your mind is not strong enough, and if you don't have anybody to talk, then can drive you mad, and it can give up meditation and become a mad. So that's why at that moment need a proper awareness that okay, I am having this mental state, and rather than elaborating on that oh, this is so sad, this is so like that, you will watching the mindset of what is happening.
Just be bare mindfulness in that moment.
And then making sure that you have a kalyana mitta to speak, so that they will encourage you further practice. That's not the end yet. That's a scary or fearness comes simply you have seen it, but you still have this I see it.
The ego is still not dead. Because then you think I died. You don't think this is how it is. So do you cultivate this over time, and this is how you gain the first path and fruition? When you see the arising and passing away. Also, that's the arising and passing away of the aggregates.
do you experience scare
What
when
that?
you meditate?
No.
Not yet.
Oh. In the future you will have.
Do you?
Yes. I think every people, no? Teacher,
Maybe I do, but
every
my
people
kids
who meditate.
Eventually everyone will experience it as practice, as one practice. That's a bhaya.
Is it the
พยา
cessation?
ยาม
I felt the bhaya. I felt the fear of nothingness. I don't think that's the momentary death experience.
No.
It's just fear of nothing being substantial.
Do you catch a call?
There's called it's called Bhayut Patana. I forgot.
So it's delusion that's causing this fear.
No, that sometimes it is a momentary understanding of that, and then you create that via fear. But this fear from the meditation, you see this arising and passing of all this nama rupa. And when you see arising and passing it all the time, you realize nothing, but suddenly you feel fear of this samsara.
Mama.
That was fear.
หมาเดินผ่านมาปิดพัดลมให้นิดหน่อยหนาว
At the same time, when you have that and when you overcome it, then
Thank you, Mama.
Full of love and kindness towards everyone. You will be able to, respect everybody without having any prejudices.
No boundaries.
No boundaries. Okay, so this is a marana. So when we go to the retreats, we are taught. Do you remember what he said?
ชา
Why
ติ
is the
ปี
monk
ทุกขา
doing like
นรนามปีทุกขัง
Maranam pidukham.
โสกะปริเทวะ
Oh, this is the marana. Yeah. Adhuwang me chivitang. Yeah, adhuwang me chivitang.
ทุวังมีชีวิตตัง
Chivita meva aniyatang. Thuwang maranang.
เดี๋ยวหมอมีหนังสือ
Avasanang
ส่วน
maya. So that is the normally asked to reflect. What is that?
อยู่ในบทไหนอะเจ้าคะ
this Thai chanting works are so nice. Very, very well bound, you know.
Adhuwang me chivitang.
อัตุวังมีชีวิตตังอยู่ในบทไหนอะ
บทไหนล่ะ
บทไหน
หลังปปโตมั้ง
อัตุวังมีชีวิต
หลังสวดมนต์เย็นอ่ะ
อ๋อ
ในหนังสือนั้นน่ะแล้วก็จะมีเขมะสารณะแล้วเลยเขมะไปเนี่ยจะมีพิจารณา
อ๋อ
ชีวิต
อยู่หลังสังคารุสติ
ใช่สำรวม
สรณคม เขมาสรณะ
เลยนั้นไป
เลยอีกติลัคคณาเหรอ
จิลักษณาก็เลยไปอีก
พัทเท
มันจะมี
พัทเทกรัตตคาถา
เลยพัทเทกรัตตคาถา
เลยติลัคคณาอีก
Can't find it.
ดูในนี้ก็ดีกว่า
ฮะ
Back.
เนี่ย
อัตุวังมีชีวิตตัง
ดูในนี้
It's so big now, yeah? 84 pages. I like this new one. There's a lot of super things.
here
Marana pariyosana jivitam.
ไหน
yeah
อ๋อ
Atuvang me jivitang. Our life is not lasting. Tuwang maranang. Death is lasting. Awasam maya maritabang. Life is uncertain. Marana pariyosanang me jivitang. Death is certain. Jivitameva aniyatang. Life is impermanent. Maranang niyatang. Death is permanent. Vata should recollect in this way.
Death is permanent.
อ๋อวัตะอยังกายโย
So further on, it's a ayang kayo, this body, achirang, will not last long. Apeta
เจอแล้ว บทพิจารณาสังขาร
apeta
เรียกว่าอะไร
vinyan, deprived of a consciousness. Yeah.
นะ
Should
we call สังขารา consideration เหรอ teacher
recollection of life.
recollection of life อ๋อ นี่เจอละ page 41 อัตุวังชีวิตตัง ทุวังมรณัง
Okay.
อวสังมยามริตับพังมรณปริโยสานังมีชีวิตังชีวิตังมีอนิยตังมรณังมีนิยตังวัตตะอยังกายโยโอเค I found it.
Okay. Okay. So that's why marana is definite. Okay. And there are, do you remember how many types of marana?
How many types of marana? Oh.
Expiration of age, expiration of punya or kamma, expiration of accidental. So 3. People die in 3 ways. Because of expiration of a punya, the ayu, yeah, the age, and expiration of a kamma, because of the kamma. Kamma here can be punya or papa, and then the third one is expiration due to the accident.
How many types? Teacher, no sound.
Yeah, okay, the 3 types.
พี่ไทยไปอ่านในไหนอ่ะ อ่านในไหนอ่ะเจ้าค่ะ How can I find it อินทิปิตกาเหรอ
No, I don't know. 3.
There's a really good book I've heard. I've only read a little bit. It's called Facing Death and Sickness Mindfully by Venerable Anarya.
Okay. So,
mindfully facing death is a death.
Okay, so that is a death art.
3 types of death so I don't believe you
Don't believe me. 3 or 4 maybe.
Momentary
because of
death.
no reference.
Momentary death is acceptable. Types of death in Buddhism.
Samuchcheda marana.
That's another way of looking at it.
Samutti marana. Shanika marana.
That is
Samutti marana is conventional death. But even that is a form of momentary death. Yeah?
Please show me picture.
wait, I'm trying to find the right one. Shamiling BBC.
Tibetan medicine.
Exercise site.
Such a good website. Very long.
That way. No. Can't find now. I will give you next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that is a death. About a death. Okay. Actually, I must have one.
I search in Google. There are there are four
PowerPoint for everything.
Hmm?
ใช่ไหม
There is a PowerPoint for everything.
there are four kinds
Okay.
of death
What is the fourth one?
หนึ่งตายจากการตายจากกรรม
Uh-huh.
เดี๋ยวก่อน หายไปไหนละ เดี๋ยวนะแป๊บหนึงเหตุที่ทำให้เกิดตาย ตายเพราะสิ้นอายุ สิ้นอายุหนึ่ง สิ้นกรรมหนึ่ง แล้วก็เพราะสิ้นทั้งสามอย่างหนึ่ง และอีกอันคืออะไรอ่ะ
Upachetaka. Accidental death. Yeah, I forgot the all one. Okay. Yeah. Finishing of all. Coming together. Karma and Ayu. Both. Ending of both is one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I forgot.
อืม
About disease.
This can be, we cannot confirm which, because of what. Disease is just one of the causes.
เนี่ยที่เชื่อI search this the first ตายเพราะสิ้นอายุ อายุกะขยะมรณะ
Yeah.
number second ตายเพราะสิ้นกรรม กรรมมัคคยะมรณะ the third ตายเพราะสิ้นทั้งอายุและกรรม อุกะบันขยะมรณะ and the fourth ตายเพราะถูกกรรมตัดรอนหรืออุบัติเหตุ อุปัชเฉทกกรรมขยะมรณะ
Yeah, so the four. Okay, four types. I forgot the one combination of all. Okay.
Oh, so all of them happening at the same time,
Yeah.
coming into fruition.
Yeah. I supposed to have that one. I forgot.
I will send it to line of you.
Sorry?
Teacher, I will send this. อุ้ยชื่อไลน์ท่านชื่ออะไร
Okay. So we will have 2 weeks off. These 2 weeks off, you can study the Dukkha Satcha, and then you can present on the Dukkha Satcha. Okay?
ทุกขสัจจะ
Yeah. From Marana up. So this one, so we have covered 3, and now from Soka to the 12. Okay.
Our homework is
Go and study. Huh?
only ทุกขสัจจะ That's right.
Dukkha Satcha, yeah. Only Dukkha Satcha is enough. And you study the Dukkha Satcha, and then come and we discuss. Okay?
Okay, เจ้าค่ะ
Nice place to read is What the Buddha Taught by Walpula Rahula. Okay?
ลาหุละ
Yeah, Walpura Rahula, What the Buddha Taught.
พระราหุลน่ะเหรอ พระราหุลน่ะเหรอ
Rahul. Rahula. ผู้เขียน Rahul Walpula Rahula. Okay? So we end here for today. Okay?
โอเคเจ้าค่ะ
And then we'll come back in 2 weeks' time.